Hey, good Thursday morning, everyone. Thought I'd do a quick video blog for you this morning. Don't have enough time this morning to do a written blog, so we'll try to bang this out pretty quickly. We do have a lot to talk about once again today, so let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. Cold air, the story from now until probably 10 days from now. The cold air pressing across the country this morning. Now, temperatures locally are in the upper 20s this morning, and they're not going to move all day today. That 28 at the airport, that's what we're going to have just about every hour of daylight today. It's 27, 28, 29 degrees. Certainly colder out to the west. Look at these early morning readings. Yikes! Out in the front range of the Rockies, the high plains, it's in the teens and 20s below zero. Look at that, 27 below in Casper, Wyoming. That's the actual temperature. Thankfully, we're not going to be dealing with that kind of cold here, but cold nonetheless, that is for sure. Now, we're not concerned about snow today. If you've been following my videos and my blog posts and everything else, you know that today is not a snow concern. It's going to be blustery, it's going to be cold, wind chills close to 20. But the lake effect is not going to be a problem locally today. Now, if you happen to be traveling up 11 towards 90, from Ashtabula over towards Erie and then up into the Dunkirk, New York area, well, the snow is going to be a problem up there. The lake effect's starting to form on Lake Erie this morning, and it will come inland this afternoon. The instability over the lake and just on shore will be extreme. There could be some thunder snow in northwest PA, far northeast Ohio, into southwest New York during the course of the day today. Here's a look at, let's show you our high-res short-term model here, showing that band parked over Ashtabula, Erie, up to Dunkirk, starting around lunchtime, taking us right through this afternoon. Locally, here we go at 10 o'clock this evening. This is when we could start to see some streamers coming down into parts of our area. Right here's Trumbull County, here's Mercer County, here's Youngstown, right here. And especially north of I-80, by 9, 10, 11 o'clock this evening, we could start to see some snow showers working their way down from the lake, and that'll be the case all night tonight. So, your Friday morning commute, it's just going to be very, very dependent on where you are. If you live in Columbiana County, I'm not expecting really any problems for your Friday morning commute, but the farther north you go, the higher the chances for some slick spots tomorrow morning. Here's our high-res model at 7 a.m. showing a good-looking streamer from Lorain over towards Hiram College and southern Geauga County and then heading towards Newton Falls. Now, this isn't going to get the placement of this exactly right, but it gives you an idea of where the snow showers are most likely tomorrow morning. Yeah, north of I-80, no surprise. As we get into the afternoon tomorrow, again, occasionally you'll be visited by a snow shower or squall, most frequently north of 224 and especially north of I-80. It's going to be one of those days tomorrow, as is typical with lake effect, where you're going to go from the visibility being just fine to all of a sudden you're in a heavy snow shower, the visibility drops. These are the kind of things that can lead to accidents on the roads and some problems. So overnight tonight into tomorrow, that's our primary concern with the snow showers here locally. Here's our snow map showing 3 to 5 in the northern parts of our viewing area. Actually, I do have a 5 to 6 area, kind of from Mespo over to Greenville, over to New Lebanon now. And I might drag the 3 to 5 area a little farther south, maybe get it closer to Cortland, maybe a little closer to Sharon, a little closer to Mercer, something like that. So the roughly northern half of Trumbull, northern half of Mercer, you could get 3, 4, 5 inches worth of snow out of this. Maybe someone even gets 6 in the far northern areas. As you get down towards Youngstown and into Mahoning County, I think a coating to an inch or 2, maybe 3 ought to do it. Everything's localized, of course. You might get a couple inches and 5 miles away, there's nothing. That's the way lake effect goes. And again, down in Columbiana County, coating to at most an inch is what we expect out of this. And again, most of this late tonight, heading into the day tomorrow. All right, breaking the action on Saturday. It's going to be a cold day. Temperatures in the upper 20s. A little less windy. Still breezy, but a little less windy on Saturday. There could be some flurries and snow showers in the morning. I think we are snow-free at the YSU game Saturday afternoon. Now let's talk about Sunday. Here's our next weather maker, and this will be a quick hitter, but it could make for some travel issues Sunday morning especially. This is the GFS model Sunday morning showing a light to moderate snow band moving through. This is not lake effect. This is just general snow. Everyone's going to get it. And I think it's most likely Sunday morning. So if you're heading off to services or doing anything on the road Sunday morning, be prepared, I think, for a little bit of slick travel. The snow should try to taper off in the afternoon. Now, again, if you've been following my posts lately, if you've been watching my Weather Geek videos or anything else, you know that the forecast has been challenging for Sunday night into Monday. Thankfully today, this morning, we're starting to get some data that is consistent. The models are coming into a better agreement. And the idea here is that snow might return Sunday night. Here's in the overnight hours Sunday night. We could see some snow, but it may actually even change over to a mixed bag and even rain on Monday. So Sunday morning, the roads could be tricky. Monday morning, the roads could be tricky before possibly everything just turns wet by lunchtime on Monday. So it's going to be a complicated scenario as this low pushes across the region. It might drag up enough warm air that we see a variety of precipitation types Monday morning and midday. So stay tuned on that. A lot of people asking, hey, the Weather Channel, 5 to 8 inches and stuff like that. If you're using an app that's giving you exact accumulations this far out, 4 or 5 days in advance, it's not a very good app. Too much uncertainty. The Weather Channel app at this time, 24 hours ago, probably said a whole bunch of snow on Monday. Now it looks like it's going to rain. So you got to be careful with those apps. A lot of it's just computer model junk. So stay tuned on Sunday night, Monday. We're not going to give you a number as of yet for Sunday night, Monday. I think Sunday morning this is probably a 1 to 3, 2 to 4 kind of a thing. But that's Sunday morning. Sunday night into Monday, too early to pinpoint accumulations. So a lot to talk about there. And then after that, we're talking about serious cold, and it's going to put this week's cold to shame. Check out the numbers on the European model here. Next Thursday, a high of 20. Friday, 22. And these numbers might even be a touch high. It might only be in the teens, as the GFS also has it no higher than 20 Thursday and Friday. Also some overnight lows in the single digits second half of next week. But as I mentioned yesterday, once we get through that cold snap, as we get closer to Christmas, notice the trend here. It's not exactly a heat wave, but we could actually get close to average or even above average the week leading up to Christmas. This is the 22nd right here, 34. All of a sudden sounds balmy when you look at the rest of these numbers. So that's the way the longer range is kind of shaping up right now. Updates throughout the day, of course. Thanks for watching this morning, and have a great rest of your Thursday.